This is a fish. Some fish are wild, which means a fisherman caught them out of the ocean. Other fish are farmed, which means they were raised in an enclosed aquaculture system, like a cow farm, but in the water. And there are endless fish in the sea, right? Wrong. Let's start with the wild ones. Wild fish are being caught in a way that cannot last. 85% of the world's fisheries are currently being overtaxed, meaning wild fish are being caught at a faster rate than they can reproduce. Here's another problem that comes up with wild fish. Some fishing methods catch all kinds of additional sea life that end up dying as a result. This is called bycatch. For instance, trawls get dragged along the ocean floor, disrupting the ecosystem and catching sea turtles and unwanted fish. Long lines snag tons of innocent bycatch as well. These methods are definitely not sustainable. A wild fish is sustainable if it's caught in a way that doesn't threaten the long-term survival of its species or the ecosystem it's a part of. Hook and line fishing, harpooning, and some uses of traps are often more sustainable methods of catching fish. With these methods, bycatch is minimal and unwanted fish can be released. Okay, so now let's talk about fish farms. Seems like they're happy places, right? Well, not always. Some farmed-raised fish are from poorly run fish farms. They pollute the oceans with their waste. They also risk releasing their fish into the wild, and since farm fish are often genetically different from wild fish, this can change the wild populations and upset the natural ecosystem. A sustainable farm is careful about keeping their fish separate from wild populations, what they feed their fish, and what they're putting in the ocean. So, you're partial to your sushi, but you don't want to be a selfish jerk. What can you do? Well, if you're going to eat fish, make sure it's sustainable. Sustainability is on a fish-by-fish basis, so being responsible takes a little bit of work, but it's worth it. Here's how you find sustainable fish without having to memorize a long list of options. First, check the label. For farmed fish, look for the Aquaculture Stewardship Council logo. And for wild fish, look for the Marine Stewardship Council logo. Next, try to shop at supermarkets that only stock fish from responsible farms and fisheries. The best options are Whole Foods, Safeway, Wegmans, and Trader Joe's. Finally, download Monterey Bay Aquarium's app, Seafood Watch. Then when you shop, you can enter the name of any fish and know whether or not to buy it. This is a sustainable fish. Let's keep it that way.